News when you want it with Bloomberg News Now. I'm Amy Morris. And there's your closing bell for this Tuesday on Wall Street, where a sell-off in technology giants dragged down stocks on concerns over whether AI investments are going to pay off. And we do bring you those closing numbers each day here at Bloomberg. The S&P 500 down 35 points. NASDAQ lost 223 points. The Dow lost 26 points. The 10-year Treasury yield at 4.34% and the 2-year yield at 3.83%. The FCC has now ordered a review of all station licenses owned by ABC. This comes just a day after President Trump called for ABC late-night host Jimmy Kimmel to be fired. Bloomberg intelligence analyst Geetha Raghunathan says this is going to turn out to be a challenge for the new CEO of Disney.
It's definitely controversial, and it's kind of a PR nightmare for the new CEO, Josh D'Amaro, who really doesn't have much experience in kind of navigating all of this Hollywood talent stuff.
Hear more from Geetha Raghunathan on the Bloomberg Intelligence podcast. Disney says they've received the order from the FCC and they are confident that their records will show their continued qualifications. King Charles III today visited the White House and addressed a joint session of Congress. Bloomberg's Jeff Mason says the King's speech was about more than just the shared bond between the two countries.
Very, very polite and very politely articulated rebuke to a lot of the things that you have been doing both to the United Kingdom in terms of rhetoric and to alliances, the European alliance and alliances around the world.
King Charles and Queen Camilla will attend a state dinner this evening at the White House. The King's visit comes as the UK and US are experiencing strained relations over the war in Iran. President Trump says Iran has asked the US to lift the naval blockade of the Strait of Hormuz while the two sides negotiate an end to the war. Iran has signaled it may be willing to accept an interim deal to reopen the strait in exchange for Washington ending its blockade of Iranian ports. Bloomberg's Tyler Kendall.
Iran may be revising that proposal to send it over to Pakistani mediators because the sense from the White House, including from that post from the president himself, is that they weren't very happy with the proposal by Iran.
Bloomberg's Tyler Kendall from the White House on Bloomberg's Balance of Power. Oil jumped as the world waits for the U.S. response. WTI now right at $100 a barrel. Brent crude topping $111 per barrel. The White House says President Trump will respond soon to Iran's proposal. Energy Secretary Chris Wright says Tehran is feeling economic pressure.
The president's focused on getting the right deal. That could be independent of their storage, but obviously that puts great heat on Iran. If we can get the right resolution, that could be tomorrow, that could be 2 weeks from now. But the key thing is the right resolution.
Energy Secretary Chris Wright spoke to Bloomberg Surveillance from Croatia, where he says he'll announce historic pipeline agreements with Europe. The United Arab Emirates says it will leave OPEC effective May 1st. The UAE's exit is the culmination of years of tension with OPEC leader Saudi Arabia over oil output policy and competition for regional political influence. Tech stocks under pressure with the Wall Street Journal reporting OpenAI failed to meet its own sales and user growth targets. Anurag Rana covers tech for Bloomberg Intelligence.
OpenAI is still doing very well. I mean, let's not get that wrong. But at the same time, sometimes you don't go up in the similar directions, and you're going to have, off months as well. But at the same time, you're seeing Anthropic doing really well.
Anurag Rana with Bloomberg Intelligence. OpenAI is pushing back at the report, but it does have some big AI names selling off. NVIDIA shares today in the regular session fell 1.6%. Oracle fell 4% in regular trading, and Advanced Micro Devices shares down 3.4% in the regular session. Elon Musk is suing OpenAI and its co-founders Sam Altman and Greg Brockman because he says the startup's pivot from a charity to a for-profit business is wrong and sets a bad example. The trial is the culmination of years of animosity over the startup the three men worked together to found in 2015 before their relationship soured and they became rivals. The outcome of this trial could have far-reaching consequences for OpenAI's future. Now, Amazon says it will make OpenAI's AI models available to its customers after Microsoft dropped its exclusive rights to resell OpenAI products. CEO Matt Garman says some of OpenAI's latest models will be available to preview on AWS.
We've always started with the position that we wanted to offer choice, and we wanted to offer all of the best models available out there. And today we're excited to be bringing OpenAI into Bedrock. Starting in preview today, we have OpenAI's Model 5.4 and 5.5 is coming in the next couple of weeks.
Hear more of our interview with AWS CEO Matt Garman on the Bloomberg Talks podcast. Google has dropped out of a Pentagon drone swarm contest even after it advanced to the next round. The challenge is to create a technology for voice-controlled autonomous drone swarms. The company cited a lack of resourcing when it pulled out of the contest, but records show the decision also followed an internal ethics review. That's news when you want it with Bloomberg News Now. I'm Amy Morris, and this is Bloomberg.